Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you, Draenor. I'm getting into. Er, excuse me. Just yesterday, and I was intending to stream yesterday, but I had a big bowl of mac and cheese and I was feeling pretty bloated. But just yesterday, Necrom dropped for Elder Scrolls Online. So, I figured we get started on that. I'm not going to be using Elijah today. I'm going to be making a completely new character for this game. Oh. Well, anyway, luckily I already have everything set up, so let's just get into this. As much as we're having a good day, I think I'll put into that music for now. Oh. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to make. I'm going to be making a dark elf. What class have we got? I'm going to be making an arcanist as well, which is interesting. Honestly, interesting that they made a class dedicated entirely to Hermaeus Mora. I didn't expect that sort of thing. Sorcerer, which is what I was as my Breton character. Yeah, I'll get around to some of these other ones later. Nightblade, Necromancer. There's Dragon Knight, Templar. But yeah, we're gonna be going with Arcanist. A Dark Elf Arcanist, which is probably very known. Probably not the most original thing out there, especially right now. I'm betting there's gonna be a lot of Dark Elf Arcanists around. But hey, I really want to check this out. So let's see here. We have it sort of there. Maybe a little bit more muscular. Body markings. We can go real dark elf, dark elf, or we can just go. So let's do this. Let's just do sword dark elf. Aren't the eyes usually supposed to be red on these guys? I don't know. Oh, that'll be in the face. Okay. So, you got any? Where's the beard slider? Really? Okay. You know what? I think I'll go with H. Why not? Adornment? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Oh, we get a... we get a curly mustache. I don't think I'll go for that. Should I go with long hair? Hello everyone, Markiplier here. I don't think I'd go for a... maybe this sort of thing? I'm trying to go for a more traditional sort of Dunmer look. Which is easier said than done. I got the red skull here. Why? Okay. Not completely sold on the hairstyle either. Could just have him go straight bald. In fact, I think I might like that. Let's just go straight bald. Why not? Eye color, red because it's Dunmer. I'm gonna look up. Let's see. I want to figure out a name for this guy. I'm just gonna use a name generator, really. I think we're gonna go with Vane for its first name. Or Velyn. And it's gonna be Velyn. And for the last name, let's go for Nethari, yeah? Fuck it, I'll just enter it manually, why not? Velyn Nethari. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. So yeah, this is the entire process of making a new character. I really want to look up because the Dunmer have a lot of lore. Or actually, they have a lot of interesting lore that's very unique to them. I would say they're one of the most fleshed out races in all of Elder Scrolls, actually. And that's all because of Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Because they went really hard. They went really hard on the lore of that game. That's for sure. Maybe I'm not entirely sold on this bald look. Let's go for black hair. Actually, yeah, I think this will work. Yeah, that's good enough for me. We can be at this all day. We're creating this guy. You've played through a tutorial with the previous character. You may choose to play through it again or skip it. Well, that's nice. I'll skip it.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
hell? Where the hell am I? Also, I have a battle axe for some reason. I think I made a mistake, haven't I? Oh, it's in... Oh, okay, so it's just... We just went straight to Necrom. Okay. So we're exactly where I want to be. Okay. Let's claim these levels, huh? Okay. Alrighty then. You do that. I'm not quite sure how the Arcanist class actually works. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Soldier of Apocrypha. Yeah, I was pretty sure they would be, they're like a mage, right? Curative rune forms. Herald of the Tome. Interesting. Rune blades. Runic jolt. Okay, so it is going to be it's going to be another mage, right? What the hell am I wielding? A battle axe. Why am I wielding a battle axe? Oh, okay, so this is just everything. Okay. Yeah, I know about quick slots. A sword. Yeah. Maybe not a sword. I'm interested in this. Let's see here. Wearing a bunch of high elf gear. Maybe I should just use the Inferno Staff. This is heavy armor. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I think skipping the tutorial was probably a mistake, just so I could get what I want out of it. I'm not exactly sure. I think it would go for Magicka, right? I'm not sure how the Arcanist works. Maybe not stat him exactly like my sorcerer. Runic jolt. Okay. Yep, I'll take that. Yeah, I know how to do this. I have 2 more skill points, right? Okay. Fate Carver. Harness pure knowledge into a beam of energy that scars the world in front of you. Channel the beam for up to 4 seconds, dealing 1566 magic damage every 3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. Rune Man. Let's do Rune Blades. And then maybe Fate Carver? Oh, wait, we can't do that. Okay. And Rootspite Ward is also locked. Runemend, then? Craft a series of precise apocryphal runes, then propel them at yourself or an ally in front of you. Runes heal for 2068 health 3 times and generate crux. Each active crux increases the cost of visibility by 3%. Okay. So it's all based on crux, it seems to be. Hold up. What is going on here? Where's to put away my weapon? Block is that. To attack is that. Weapon swap. Ultimate ability is R. What if I put that as C? I'm gonna put sheath and unsheath as R. But what was bound to C? Oh boy. Character, okay. Actually, let's put that on I. And put inventory on tab. What else came unbound from that? I think I should do for now. I've received a collectible, huh? Killing an enemy with a weapon acquired will unlock new skill lines. Okay. I'll take that. Ooh, an urn. Alright. Down to Necrom we go. Hello.
Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nern. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy.
Wonder if it might be worth doing the tutorial again, or is it not really related to your actual class? I don't think it's really related to the class specifically. It's mostly just going through the Dyrene Tower and just killing things, and it's basic game mechanics, really. Purpose? What purpose?
We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation.
What sort of cooperation?
Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nern. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you.
Alright, I'll help. Where do I start?
The one who knows instructed me to give you this. A condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Redrith cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water, and your path will be made clear. Okay, then. Now, something I will say. Hermaeus Mora is one of my favorite Daedric princes. Just straight up. I really love him. He's the one who knows of the he has forbidden knowledge. There's a lot of Lovecraft going on with him. In fact, this whole expansion is called Shadow over Morrowind. So yeah. But there's a whole lot of stuff behind him, that a whole lot of lore that I really like about him. You actually go and visit Apocrypha in the Skyrim DLC of Dragonborn. You go there through the black books and everything, and we might do that in the future, but not for now. I think we're going to be going to Apocrypha in this as well.
So... Tell me about Hermaeus Mora.
Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
What's Apocrypha?
I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power. One of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion.
What do you know about these enemies that threaten Apocrypha?
They seem to be servants of other Daedric princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And we are not dealing with just simple cultists. There are others.
What others?
Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise.
What were they looking for?
Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explained too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us.
Okay, well, goodbye then. We're about to go see Necrom. Who are you? See, look, here's a whole bunch of Arcanists. Level 3, level 3. Level 3. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like him. I like that little pet. So, let's see here. We're to head north into Necrom. What other places are around here? Okay. Redrith Cistern. Where is that, anyway? Oh, is that down here? Okay. Ooh, there's all of Apocrypha, too. There's cities in Apocrypha? Holy crap. Oh, Cypher's Midden? Oh, nice. I really like that. That's cool. Ooh, they have a whole... Oh, yeah, they added a whole new Daedric realm. Okay. Interesting. Hello. I'll take some white cap. Thank you very much. Yep. Ooh, some runestones as well. I wonder if everything I collect is shared across my account or not. Or shared across all my characters or not. I'm betting probably not. What is that and who killed it? Now this might come to surprise some of you, but I've never actually been to Morrowind before. I never played the original Morrowind. Or Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. And I know, it's reportedly one of the best ones out there, but I just never got around to it. I was always into something else. And also, it was a bit too early for me as well. What on earth? Oh, it's a Quama script. Okay. Soldier of Apocrypha increased to 2. Okay, so I got that. Oh, interesting. Okay. And this is the Necrom Outskirts Way Shrine. Okay. Well, I want to go into a Necrom. I want to see what it's like. So just straight north, huh? Okay. Ooh, silt hoppers. Oh. Silt striders? Morrowind is one of the most interesting places in the Elder Scrolls, I think. It's just it's very alien to the rest of the setting. Hello, Necrom. Necrom God, how are you? We're not even in Necrom proper yet. What the fuck? Oh, shit, wrong button. Okay, cool. Been a bit since I've played this particular game. Clamas. Okay. If you kill livestock owned by a citizen and the crime is witnessed, you will receive a bounty. Fair. Azrin Horrendous. Okay. But yeah, Necrom as a whole is kind of is an area that we haven't really seen before. All of Morrowind was set on the island here, Vardenfell. Necrom over here has not been seen, so interesting. What the? Also, you have Guar. Is that's what we have as mounts here? Oh, and a horse, of course. Okay. Hello. Into Necrom we go. Oh. Well, this sure is an interesting place. Sarah?
The candle makers in the city must be rich.
The Hall of the Tribunal. Bobby Dinglewood. Really? Maik the Learned. Oh, that's you. I see. Soldier of Apocrypha has increased to 3. Okay. Don't know how that happened. Are there houses in Necrom and stuff? I wonder. Hello. Alright, well, it's time we probably enough sightseeing around Necrom. We probably ought to get going onto the actual quest. Although, yeah, don't I have like a pet or something? Dark Lady's headdress, flying pets. Yeah, I have one of these. A cipher. I don't want to set it on a apocryphal bookworm. Oh, a bookworm. Okay. Some claim these curious danger worms from Apocrypha devour books to vouchsafe the knowledge for their master. Others believe cultists of Hermaeus Mora use these creatures to hunt tomes long thought lost. Perhaps you know the truth? Daedric pets? Flying pets? Let's set one of these as active, yeah. Emotes, leaning scholar, sitting scholar, standing scholar, okay. Okay. Outfit styles. Well, I don't want to do Breton. I want to do Dark Elf. I also have Imperial, though. chest.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done.
Ooh, Imperial jerkins, dark elf robe. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Don't spin like that. Maybe that one, or that one. I like that one actually. Shoulders.
Got what you need.
Dark elf epaulets. Imperial epaulets. I'm really wondering what I should do with the Imperial. With the Imperials I've got. Or the Imperial race. Because they can go for anyone, really. Oh, so that's my bookworm. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a hang of this. Nice. Let's see what Hermaeus Mora wants from us. I have to say, though, that floating green triangle floating in front of my face is really distracting. Maybe I'll get used to it. Necrom is an interesting city, though. That's for sure. Paintings of Morrowind. That's the thing with all these pre-orders and stuff. Everyone has these. Like, there's so many of them. Look, there's two in this same place. I mean, they look nice, but it's just kind of annoying when everyone has one. Over time they'll fade, I suppose. People get different ones. All right. So Redrith Cistern is where we're going, huh? Okay then. I also want to see like the Clockwork City and everything. Wonder who's companion.
You there. You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Not right now, sir. Sorry. I have pressing matters to attend to. This place is a little bit less threatened than... I was going to say there were less enemies here than in High Rock. Maybe not. I guess High Rock is a very crowded sort of province, whereas this is a bit more open. Ooh, Aldisra. Interesting. Like, yeah, like I say, a huge reason why I'm playing ESO is for the map. And the environment and things. It's very nice. Certainly seems to be some ash storms around here. There's some storms. Which is interesting, because I don't think in this timeline, Red Mountain's erupted yet. Or in this particular part of the timeline, yeah. Also skills. Don't I have, shouldn't I have, like, my own racial skill? Like, Dark Elf skills? Maybe not. Or maybe those are unlocked later. I forget. Teldroth? Ooh, a Herald. Oh, a Herald Seeker. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, God. Maybe it was a mistake taking this thing on. Ah! Ah! Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay. Whew. Phew.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, just a bit. Necrom outskirts. Oh, Pedomaic. Okay. So the Pedomaic crest. Interesting. You. Of course, it's a Vardvark. Why not? I killed you because your name is a terrible pun. A Vardvark. Alright, so the cistern is over this way. Probably off the road. Is that a fucking cliff racer? Don't you pester me. I hope you're not a cliff racer. I've heard the stories about them. Centipedes, wasps. Is this where I'm supposed to be approaching it from? I don't think so. Oh, I think the dotted paths are where I'm supposed to be going in from. This is freaking oh yeah, I forgot that Telvanni had like mushroom houses and everything. Well, I didn't forget it, but that certainly is a thing here, isn't it? A shroom beetle. Okay. You and your cordyceps can do what you can. So I had to head up that way, maybe? Or around the other way? Yeah, I think it's around this way. Well, everyone's gonna be... I figured everyone would be Dark Elf Arcanists, but... I guess there are Arcanists of every stripe, huh? Bing. Gib, thank you. Yeah, these are all Telvanni towers. Nice. I'm gonna have to adjust to this class. I'm a lot more used to that. A lot more used to the sorcerer at this point. Ooh, and a Betty Netch. Okay. Redrith Cistern. Alrighty then. Everyone's an Arcanist, of course. Sure. We'll pour the ink into the water.
Step forward. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse.
Okay.
Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge.
What's this all
It
about?
concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds.
This is Wes Johnson, by the way. This is the same guy who voices Sheo Gorath. And pretty much every Imperial in Oblivion. They actually brought him back for his role in this. I don't remember if he did it. I don't remember if he was the one to do it in the voice for Maes Mora in Skyrim, but I think he might have been. And I don't think he's quite captured how Maes Mora was voiced in Skyrim, but it's pretty close. It's pretty nice. So if they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds. Okay. Lettermill calls you the one who knows. How can your rivals hide from you?
I am the golden eye of fate and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm.
Dude's got one of those blinged out contacts. He's got a lot more than just one. He's got a ton of eyes all staring at us, all coming off the sides of him. I just pointed as if you could see me. How can I save Apocrypha and Nern?
Let Larabil guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necron Bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant.
Seal our covenant? How?
The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics. Combine them.
This sounds like a terrible idea. I'm in. Tell me more about Apocrypha and its connection to
Do
Nern.
you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my means. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nern. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nern will cease to exist.
And what exactly are you?
The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric prince. What you see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to fate.
What do you know about the enemy that threatens Apocrypha?
Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, not knowing things is absolutely the bane of his existence. Quite literally. So it must be very frustrating. Okay, then how do you know there's a threat against Apocrypha and Nern?
Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nern is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage.
If you can't determine who they are, how can I?
That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you. no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Lyramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms.
Okay, then. So I'm supposed to do something with these glyphics, huh? Okay. Emerald, Umber, and Onyx glyphics. Well, let's use them then. You so sure about this? Okay.
Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Lyramil in Necron, and choose wisely.
I'm sure that won't bite me in the ass eventually. Ooh, seasonings. Interesting mount you've got there. Ooh, there's a sky shard over here. Okay. Give me this. Give me that. Thank you. Phew. Sky shards are scattered across the lands of Tamriel. For every 3 sky shards you collect, your character gains an extra skill point. I am not going to attack the Herald Seeker, because that turned out very poorly last time for me. Nor the Bullnet, actually. Where am I even going? Oh, this is just the way out of this realm. Okay, or way out of this particular area. In a different way.
I can't believe she just threw me out. What am I going to do?
No idea, lady. No idea. This is a very interesting part of Morrowind, I will say that. Quite the departure from High Rock, I'll say that. All the mushrooms everywhere. Yeah, I'm still going the right way.
You there. You look like a capable forager.
All right,
I
him again.
need some help. Can we talk?
Finky Winky. Okay, that sure is a name. Laura Anwin. The Countess, okay. Or is the horse named Countess? I don't know. I'll fly. The Ebonheart Pact is a bit of an interesting one. They have a lot of really old enemies together. Nords, Dark Elves, and Argonians. None of them usually get along that well. Then again, I guess Orcs and Bretons don't really get along too well usually either. Hello. Bretons and Redguard always seem to be fine, though. Usually are fine. Although, to be honest, probably everyone has gone to war with everyone at some point. Hello, Shakur. Which guild is for you? Well, I don't know. Oh, so it's over there, huh? Okay. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? How am I supposed to get there? This has not answered my question.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Ah, here it is. Okay. The Necrom Bindery, huh? What on earth do you have here? Oh, these are portals to Apocrypha. Okay. Ladamil, hello.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you?
Hermaeus Mora said you would guide me.
And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape.
What do I need to do at these 3 locations?
I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action.
Do you know where and when, but not what I need to do?
Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you.
Very well. Where do I need to go?
The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom Bindery when you are done.
Okay. Tell me more about the locations I need to visit.
A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about?
Tell me about the Necrom Necropolis.
Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful in venerating their forebears.
Tell me about Telrendis.
Telrendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you.
What about Alavelis?
Alavelis is a minor settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy.
What is this place, then?
An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city.
Yeah, I doubt it. Tell me about the portals.
In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger.
Oh, so these are different realms. Okay. Oh, these are different locations in the same realm? Okay. Am I supposed to go to Apocrypha now?
Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent.
Fair. Goodbye.
Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There. 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
Okay. Necrom Necropolis, Alavelis, or Telrindus. Let's go to Necrom Necropolis.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right.
Bruh. You got a thing in your face.
Makruti is pleased to see you.
Oh, I guess I have one. Okay.
Joe, that bonus reward.
Okay. Crown Lethal Poison. Gold Coast Survival Elixir.
Admirable.
A handy pocket scrib.
Quite valuable.
Swaying Skeleton Body Art.
Your crates are gone, my friend. But until next time.
Okay then. I was wanting to know. I forget so much about this game. I know there's a thing I need to do. What's the deal about this, huh?
Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly.
Illness?
When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but...
Sounds like you don't trust the prelate.
Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated. I think.
I can look into Prelate Forum for you.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Tell me more about the necropolis.
This is the necropolis of Necrom, perhaps the largest and oldest necropolis in all of Morrowind. For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. It's my honor to serve as one of the Keepers of the Dead.
The Keepers of the Dead?
Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those pilgrims who come to visit their ancestors. We never turned anyone away. Until now.
Velyn would know all of this, since I think he would be raised around... Since I think the idea of I was kicking around in my head would be that he was raised in and around Necrom originally. So, yeah. You said you were away when the other keepers got sick?
I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. He and the monks raised me after... well, I had no other family.
Tell me more about the illness affecting the Keepers of the Dead.
I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside.
You think Prelate Forum is responsible?
I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him.
If the Keepers are sick, isn't it prudent to close the necropolis?
Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the Prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea.
Speaking of fate, anything happened here recently that could be connected to Hermaeus Mora?
The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that.
Okay. Goodbye. So we got to investigate... Talk to the Portmaster, huh? Okay. The Dunmer City of the Dead.
Where's that lay about Brandis? Absent again.
Actually, I wonder. There's weaponsmiths and tailorsmiths. Okay, so there's gotta be like smiths and everything here. This is the Bank of Necrom too? Okay.
And I promise we'll visit Trotwood for you again soon.
Ah, you're the Portmaster. Portmaster Uline, okay.
Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea.
Passengers from the Stormwing may have brought a plague to Necrom.
Plague? That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have?
The necropolis has been closed because the monks there have fallen ill.
Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city.
If you let me investigate the Stormwing, I can find the proof we need.
Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you.
I'll go find Port Agent Randus.
Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove south of the city, even when he's supposed to be working. Tell him to get his arse back here, and I'll let you look around the Stormwing. Just be careful. The wildlife along the coast can be dangerous.
Alright then. One quest to another. Find Port Agent Randus and convince the Portmaster. Okay. Okay, so it's down there. Got it. Oh my! Well, that certainly is a mount. Wow. I knew they would. I knew there's those sorts of things. I did pre-order this, so I have all the bonuses from that. It's just interesting Because I know there's a mod for Morrowind that adds on more to this. I think it's adds on more to the map. I think it's called Tamriel Rebuilt. And they put Necrom on there, and they put Necrom in the city. Or they put the Necrom city into the map. You can actually visit it. So I wonder how much of this resembles that, or vice versa. Or if they'll change it. This place is pretty confusing to navigate, I will say that much. God damn it. This is the necropolis? Okay.
Where is she? Well, a pleasant place to wait at least.
This will probably be the quicker way. Maybe not, because it is right there, right? Okay, so let's just go out the door this way. Very beautiful city, though. I really like it. I kind of have it in my mind to... I kind of have a mind to take this character all over Morrowind as well. Not just in Necrom here, but also through Balfoy Inn, Vardenfell, Deshawn, all that sort of area. Also in through the Clockwork City. Over here with Hermaeus Mora, or not Hermaeus Mora, but Sothasil. Have Hermaeus in the brain, sorry. Okay, this is the way. Understood. Hold up, he's down there. So I'd be better off going this way then, right? Or is there no path this way? What the fuck? Okay. Basks in sun. Let me up! Ah, come on. So it's over there, I think. How to get there without killing myself, though? That is the question. Ow, fuck. Well, I guess I didn't kill myself. There the man. There he is.
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed.
Port Agent Randus, how are you?
I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Good luck to you. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, that's a mood. Port Master Uline sent me to find you.
Did she? Not the first time the Portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day.
You think something on the Stormwing made you sick?
Now that you mention it, the air in the lower holds smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the Portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
I'll tell the Portmaster. Oh boy. Ooh, a Silt Strider. Nice. Oh, I wonder if you can actually use the Silt Striders here. I hope you can use the Silt Strider to travel.
One of the best ways to let your time in Necrom settle firmly in your mind and emotions is to ride Trini, my Silt Strider. Pause, reflect, and breathe while riding in style to old Isra.
Tell me about your Silt Strider.
Oh, I could wax poetic about Trini all day. But long story short, she's wonderful. Nobody has ever complained about motion sickness while getting to their destination, which is old Isra, by the way.
Oh, nice. I'd love to ride in that sort of thing. Hello, Scuttler. But yeah, that's the thing about Morrowind. Everything here is just so strange. It's very weird. But it's very authentic. Like it's very alien and weird, but it's also authentically so. It's like it just goes on it goes all the way into it, if that makes sense. Like they don't half-ass it. It's its own interesting setting. If I could find a way, I have to find a way back to frickin' Necrom, that's for sure. Is that Nernroot? Yes, it is. Oh, Wormwood. Okay, I'll take it. Ugh. Whatever these plants are, they have tentacles. I'm not sure I like it.
Ho there, traveler. Can you help me?
ESO was a lot more accurate to the Elder Scrolls lore than I was really expecting, honestly. A shame we don't get to visit these places in a proper Elder Scrolls single-player game, but it is what it is. I really hope Elder Scrolls 6 comes out sooner rather than later. At least in my lifetime. My goodness. It's been about 12 years since, almost 12 years now since Skyrim was released. And there's still no sight of Elder Scrolls 6 anytime soon.
I should travel light. Whatever I get, I'll have to carry halfway to Solitude.
Traveling to Solitude, are you? Oh, shit. I forgot that was a thing I could do. How the hell? Okay. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to the city. Very different layout from Daggerfall or Wayrest. Hello?
You again. And without that good-for-nothing lazy Randus in tow. Ugh, I told you before, I don't have any time to waste on nonsense today.
I found Report Agent Randus where you said, but he said he was really sick.
Well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. Ugh, I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant.
He went home. He's really sick. Now about the Stormwing.
First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right. Go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
Goodbye. Fair enough. So this ship is very suspicious, I guess. We shall find what we're looking for.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even a rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. That's my guess, anyway.
You don't think the ship is haunted, do you? Haunted and cursed?
Until we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
Fair. There's clearly something wrong with the Stormwing. Very nice looking ship, though. Oh, hi there. Ugh. Someone's made a mess of this place. My fellow kindred, as the supreme plague master of our glorious order, I command you to follow these instructions to the letter. Bring the pestilential lord's implements to Firewatch, and meet me at the harbor. We will complete our journey to Necrom aboard the merchant ship Stormwing. Make sure the vials containing the holy miasma of disease are sealed tight. It is important that Periite's breath remains undiluted until we share it with the necropolis's misguided monks. I have the robes and cowls you will need in Necrom. I shall pose as a temple prelate, and you will be my attendants. Soon we can search the necropolis unhindered and find what we seek. To the glory of Periite and the hidden kindred. Light Crown. Okay. So we're dealing with Periite cultists, huh? That is the Daedra. That is the Daedra of disease, after all. Disease and plagues. You, what's your deal? Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. Ooh, a Stormwing hold key, okay. Interesting. What else is going on here? Ooh, what's in this crate? An idol to Periite. The Daedric Prince of Pestilence and Disease, indeed. Well, that would explain the plague. That doesn't look very nice. First mate Dalmir's log. 22 days ago. Departed Vivek City on the morning tide. Bound for Sadrith Mora. A fine morning to set sail. 18 days ago. Made port at Sadrith Mora and took on a cargo of muck sponge. 15 days ago. Took on passengers at Firewatch. Prelate Farum and his aides, who observe a vow of silence. Strange group, all with scars that indicate they've suffered some pox or other in the past. I've never met anyone in the temple like them before. And they had a lot of cargo. Crates that smelled like something died inside them. They better not stink up the hold. 11 days ago. Rounded the North Cape of the Telvanni Peninsula in rough seas. Half the crew was too sick to work today. The prelate and his aides kept the lower decks. I even found a few of them down in the hold. Or a few of them down in the hold. 4 days ago. 3 days out of Necrom, the crew is complaining about skeevers. There must be some sort of infestation in the hold. Probably something to do with these crates. Those crates the prelate brought aboard. I'm gonna take a look. Then I'll lock it up till we reach Necrom. Okay, then. Well, we have a Periite worshipper infestation. One of Hermaeus Mordo's rivals, no doubt. What is your deal? You alright? Goodness. Yeah, I wish they would modify the fact that the triangles are modify the triangles that are circling my head so they're not quite as bright and as distracting. But it is what it is. Emissary's Enclave. Oh, you can buy a house here. Interesting. They are a bit much. Yeah, it's just... They're not too bad, but it is just kind of a nuisance. A minor nuisance. Ooh, this is a nice house. The overlook of the docks. You can see the storm wing from here. I don't have a player house yet. I don't know if I'll get one either. We'll just have to see. The Bitter Cluster. Gee, I'm sure this costs... Yeah, this costs like real money. Or a ridiculous amount of gold. Cost crowns. I don't like that monetization model, but it is what it is. Pretty typical thing for MMOs, I think. The Telvanni Peninsula. I am interested in when if they're gonna flesh out the rest of the peninsula. So we have this here, but what's this? And also this over here. Like, these are all potential areas for expansion. I'd love to see an area right here as well. We can get Skingrad in there. Also, what is this? There's so many little areas like this. Like, what do they have planned for these areas? Well, I mean, this is Greyhome, but yeah. The islands north of Skyrim. What about the rest of Skyrim, too? Winterhold and like. There's just so much. Like, they could keep going at this for years and still have a bunch of still have a lot of place to go. A lot of areas that yet to cover. So I'm going to return to this fellow at the necropolis. Ideally.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me.
Curate Gadain? Yes.
If I have to turn away one more family. Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis?
Prelate Forum is an imposter. He's the leader of a hidden kindred cult and a follower of Periite.
An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis?
The note doesn't say, but it does indicate they want to search the necropolis for something.
All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked.
You must know another way to get into the necropolis.
I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there.
Good idea. I'll meet you in the tunnel.
The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs.
What can you tell me about Periite?
Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time.
People worship a god of disease?
People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them.
Very nurgly of them. You seem worried. You seem very worried about the abbot.
I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the necropolis, but maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story.
Blightcrown, as the prelate, said the necropolis was closed by order of the abbot.
I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away.
What about the city guard? Can they help?
As Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the abbot ourselves, before it's too late.
Alrighty then.
I'll meet you in the underways.
Fair. Where are the underways, though? Oh, I guess they're over. Oh, okay. So around this way. Okay. Big ass mushrooms. I kind of hope we get to interact with more of the Telvanni, really. A really interesting culture of Dunmer mages. Ooh. Okay. I can dig it.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor.
Okay. Well, when I wanted to visit my ancestors, this is not exactly how I envisioned it.
No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
I have to prepare myself for a fight. Very blinged out, though. Oh, you're following me around? Okay. Peddler of prizes and Payreth. Nice mask.
To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
Hey! That's enough of you. Sure, I'll take all that. You too, though. Okay, this is pretty neat, actually. I like this. Oh, you. Ow. Okay, then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the class just covers, like, your abilities and things. It seems very similar to a mage or a sorcerer. It has a healing ability, though, which is interesting. Malakath's Chosen. Oh, the Spriggans and everything. Okay, I don't care. Sky Shards. Eh. Houses. Classic houses, staple homes, notable homes. Where is this? Oh, Sotha Sills. Sotha Sills' designation of his mountaintop laboratory as the observatory prior clearly indicates that that the site was an experimental or test version of what he had in mind, though whether he ever built the observatory final is unknown. Moonsugar Meadow. Ah, Emissary's Enclave. I see. Yeah, there's a lot you can go into with this. But eh. Can I mark all of this as red, though? Okay. The rewards are bothering me a bit. Or the exclamation points. Iron Girdle, Major Gold Coast Experience Scroll. Okay. On all of this is... Oh, so it does have everything. Okay. Okay. So my crafting bag has everything from all of my characters, not just one. Okay. Well, that's helpful. What's this, though? Collections? Hands? Oh, Dark Elf stuff, yeah. Dark Elf sashes. Oh yeah, this is just everything in the Dark Elf style. Imperial staffs are kind of nice, though. I love Breton staffs. They're great. Dark Elven staves? Or staves? Let's look into that more later.
Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest.
This is an infirmary. I hate the time limit on this. There we go. What is going on here?
Whatever they're emitting reeks.
Oi, oi, oi. What's all this then?
Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
What the fuck? Get rid of these nonsense.
Today,
Ugh.
Abbot Ilfhel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul censers in his chamber.
Ew. Be gone.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please.
Fulcrum, huh?
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
No, I know nothing of Prior Durdren's tomb. Leave me be.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel.
That's enough of you. Light Crown's orders. Keep the censers burning to infuse the chapel with Periite's blessed breath, but use care. Do not exhaust our supply before we find what we seek. Question the keeper stricken by our prince's favor. Where is the relic? Where is Prior Dundren's tomb? Or Durdren's tomb? What other secrets hide in the catacombs? In their fever, they should reveal what we need to find the relic. Abbot Ilvel may know more about these topics than the other keepers of the dead. Move him to his chambers, and I will question him personally. Light
Crown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here.
What is this place, though? So this is the way out. Anything over here? No. You're not stealthy. Face my triangle shurikens of death. Aha! There we go. Should I go for heavy armor? Maybe not. I don't want him to be too much like my other character. We could go like the battle mage route and have it. Yeah, we could go the battle mage route and get heavy armor. Sure, why not? Let's claim that. Alright, I'll take Magicka. We're good there. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this guy into more of a battle mage. Whereas my other guy's more of a pure sorcerer. Let's enchant this, huh? Yep. Iron Legs of Health. There we go. There's the cake he did access skills with it. Yes, I know. What's the collectibles about? Oh, I have a handy pocket scrib. Oh. Sadra Zamora Spore Seed. Ugh. Softly spoken words cut apart those who claim a mere Telvanni mage crafted the Spore Seed. The correction. An Archmagister brought this russet and amber glory into being. Gently flays the soul of the ignorant's wit, as it should. Hermitage Servitor, Gibber. Someone made this. I reached out to Apocrypha, to a place of pure thought and potential, and when I withdrew, this hideous, unblinking monstrosity stepped from the shadows. It will not leave. It will not stray. Why? Why? Final notes of Irisian Scipius. Acquired the purchase, promotion, or event. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Screw this noise. Ew. Get away from me, you disgusting green blob. That's enough of you. Into Abbot Ilvil's chambers we go. Destroy the sensor.
The Abbot. Destroy that foul sensor, friend.
No, brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb in the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs?
A tomb, huh?
How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble?
It's part of a plot to attack Hermaeus Mora. I was told that fate sent me here to stop it.
Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait. How do you know all this? Are you a cultist too?
No, I agreed to help because the threat to Hermaeus Mora also endangers Nern.
Endangers Nern? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry.
What kind of relic would be in Prior Durdrin's tomb?
Prior Durdrin founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivek. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend.
I'll get the key and head into the catacombs.
Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself.
What else can you tell me about the Prior Durdrin and his tomb?
Prior Durdrin established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago.
Do you know anything about the relic, the Fulcrum Obscura?
I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdrin possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their lures. And he was given some sort of charge by Lord Vivek personally.
Where will I find Prior Durdrin's tomb?
I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get there.
Are Abbot Ilvel and the other keepers going to be alright?
The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments of need, my prayers will be answered. Although it certainly helps that the sensors were destroyed and that foul miasma is dissipating. I'll do what I can while you deal with the imposter.
Tell me about the catacombs.
Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest, maybe the oldest. Here, our people can visit their revered ancestors, seek their guidance, remind them they haven't been forgotten.
Are there many relics in the catacombs?
It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keepsakes. Some of those might be valuable, or dangerous. But no Dark Elf would think of stealing from their ancestors.
Well, goodbye then.
The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
No Dark Elf, huh? Well, clearly not. Well, clearly, except for Blightcrown. A lockpick. Prior's Fulcrum. By Abbot Ilvel. Many tales are told of Prior Durdren, founder of the Necrom Necropolis and the Order of the Keepers of the Dead. He knew all the herbs and fungi of Morrowind, and he could recite the alchemical properties of each one simply by smelling them. He studied soil, ash, and stone, discerning 100 distinct varieties in the land between the Inner Sea and the Sea of Ghosts. He was obsessed with the ancient history of Necrom, and knew the names of 77 Daedra. Now, for most mortals, dealing with Daedra becomes a perilous endeavor. Even the best of intentions can be perverted to serve a Daedra's secret ends. But Prior Durdren was a monk with both righteous and wise, well tutored in ancestral doctrines and unswerving in his faith. In his heart, Daedric whispers and temptations found no purchase. Armored by his piety, Prior Durdren learned much that was hidden to other mortals through strange discourses with the powers of oblivion. Prior Durdren counted the tribunal as close associates, as well as living gods. At one point, Lord Vivec awarded the prior with a souvenir from one of the warrior poet's grand adventures, the tusk of some massive and fabulous beast. He charged Durdren with using his Daedric connections to turn the memento into a relic of great power. And so Durdren conceived of the Fulcrum Obscura, literally the key of secrets. He imagined a tool for recovering forgotten memories, names, or faces lost to time. Knowledge once read or heard but no longer remembered. Even the secrets of the dead might be brought back into the light. After many days of prayer and reflection, he decided on the Daedric Prince. To help him create this relic, he summoned Hermaeus Mora, the keeper of forbidden knowledge and the Lord of Secrets. No record exists of the bargain struck between the prior and Hermaeus Mora, but soon after, Prior Durdren presented the Fulcrum Obscura to Lord Vivec. If Lord Vivec used the relic, the warrior poet has never said, but at some point he returned it to the prior, who was rumored to have used it to settle the affairs of the dead and right injustices. He solved murders, found lost treasures, and fairly divided inheritances, as desired by those who died before they could make their wills known. Others suggest Prior Durdren profited from secrets he pillaged from the Necrom's dead, and still others believe the Fulcrum Obscura proved to be a tool too dangerous for any mortal to use. Each question Prior Durdren answered fed his hunger for more secrets, until he spent his every waking hour studying whatever the relic revealed to him. In the last years of his life, Prior Durdren withdrew to his chambers with the Fulcrum Obscura. What he saw or studied no one knows. It is said that at the end he starved to death, unwilling to set aside the relic long enough to eat even a single meal. No other keeper of the dead dared take up the relic after Durdren passed. If the relic overpowered him, it would be sure to destroy anyone less wise, or sure in their faith. So the keepers interred the Fulcrum Obscura in the tomb of the great monk, and there it remains to the present day. Well, we found our link to Hermaeus Mora. This Fulcrum Obscura thing. The Key of Secrets. I wonder what Periite's followers want with it. Into the catacombs we go. What is this? Oh, just some incense. Iron greaves, sure. Into the catacombs we go. We were from the chapel, now to the catacombs. Ooh. Io Navarro. Our spinning triangles will touch. And... eh. No dark elf would ever think of robbing his ancestors, they said. And here I am, robbing the ancestors. Lockpicks. A rawhide belt. Bracers. Flint. An iron dagger. That's nice. I'm guessing this door is blocked. Yeah. So we have to go... oh, that door is blocked. But maybe this one? That one's fine. Yeah, this is blocked from the other side. Okay. So this is the dungeon then. We have to go all the way around through here and all the way around and we go here. Oh, well. Hi, you. That was a bit weird, but okay. Always weirds me out when there's other people who just show up through the dungeon gates.
Keep looking. Like crowns and mounds, we find the relic.
Looking for the fulcrum obscura. Well, I will ensure they do not find it. Okay then. It's entire underground. It's an entire city of the dead down here. No wonder they call it a necropolis. Ooh, an ogre. That's enough of you. I do like my little star shuriken, or my little triangle shurikens. They're pretty cool. Alrighty then, onwards we go. You. Die. You too. I'll take that. Perryite's Glory. Green blob monsters. Never been my favorites. Corundum. Corundrum? Or corundum. Okay. Manganese. These catacombs sure are interesting. I guess this is where the Dharma where they burn their dead and then place their ashes in urns. There's a dead. Speaking of, there's a dead Dunmer right there. Gnawed bone. I bet that's lovely. Just taking bits of their ancestors. Don't worry about me. Ash. Yep. A rawhide belt. A lockpick. More ash. Kind of fucked up that I'll be selling these to a merchant in the city later. I am working for a Daedric prince, so I don't really care too much. You guys do you. I wanna explore this dungeon more myself. Some rice and honey. It's hard to tell who's an NPC and who's actually a player. At least sometimes.
Fulcrum of Skira. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Perryites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
Yeah, you're pretty edgy. I don't really care. Perryite usually isn't explored this much. Yeah, you dick. One who knows sends his regards. So they got... So I got half of it. Alright. Oh, that's a shame. Well, there we go.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me. Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum?
The prelate is actually a Periite priest named Blightcrown. They got away with part of the relic.
Interesting. I know Prior Durdring cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions.
What should I do with this piece of the relic?
Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that.
Was there anything else, Abbot Ilvel?
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura.
Will do. Goodbye.
Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura.
Oops.
You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please?
What?
I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead.
Meet me at the old Necrom Bindery. I'm working with someone named Laramil at Laramil the Wise.
The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Alrighty then. Level 5 now available. Oh, here's when I get my racial skill line. Okay. Very enthusiastic. Alright, what's recommended? Fate Carver. What about our racial skills? Ashlander or Dynamic? Resist Flame and Ruination. Soul Trap will be very helpful. Rune Spite Ward. Harness pure knowledge into a beam of energy that scars the world around you. Channel the beam for up to 4 seconds, dealing 1541. Casting Fate Carver consumes all crux, increases the damage done by 33% per crux spent. I assume the cruxes are what's floating around me right now. It generates crux. Okay. 3% increased damage for each crux. This heals myself. Taunts for 15 seconds. It generates crux. Okay, let's do Fate Carver. Curative Wound forms. Remedy Cascade. Soldier of Apocrypha. Runespite Ward. First time you take direct damage, the shield retaliates and deals 1292. Consume crux to heal yourself. Okay. Okay then. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, that's helpful.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
Telrindus, and I'll Alavelis. Let's go to Telrindus.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location.
Poniguar, okay.
The threads of fate draw both of us to this place, Proxy. Telrindus, once the home of a powerful Telvanni magister named Meln the Mouthless, but now abandoned. From what I could ascertain, no one knows what happened to the wizard of this tower.
Is that why we're here? To find out what happened?
That has yet to be determined. One of the strands of fate revealed to me converges at this location. More than that, Hermaeus Mora expects us to learn for ourselves. Of the 3 sites, this one requires that I be on hand to assist you.
Why is this place more important than the other 2 sites?
I never said it was more important. Just that fate requires both of us here. More than that, we shall need to determine. I do sense a lingering presence. A connection to Apocrypha. Help me investigate this place and Hermaeus Mora will reward you.
I'll help you investigate Telrindus. Where do we start?
I wish to survey the tower and its grounds. The threads of fate hang over this place like cobwebs of possibility and consequence. Let us explore the center of the compound and see where those threads take us.
What can you tell me about the Telvanni?
The Telvanni are one of the great Dunmer houses. They focus on magic and the arcane arts, and they consider power, ruthlessness, and ambition to be paramount. We must be careful in our dealings with them, for they are nothing if not dangerous.
You mentioned a name, Meln the Mouthless.
Yes, but I could not learn much. Just that he owns this tower, but has not been seen in some time. The place is considered abandoned. He was a Telvanni Magister, the highest rank in the house, second only to the Archmagister.
What does it mean that he was mouthless? He was the mouthless?
Telvanni Masters and Magisters avoid undue socializing, fearing threats from all directions. So they appoint agents to represent them. Mouths. Meln eschewed the practice, hence they called him Mouthless. I expect his tower to be a fortress.
Okay, then. Well, I assume that this is his tower, then. Oh, that's Telrindis. Then what's that? Teldreloth. Okay.
Dusksabers here. Careful, Proxy. These vampire mercenaries opposed us when we searched for the Emerald Glyphic.
Okay. Oh wait, so you guys are basically going on fetch quests before I was even here. Okay. Also, I really want to find that way shrine first.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
Old Isra way shrine. Oh, okay. So Old Isra is where? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Fair enough. Tower grounds are over there. All right. I guess the floating green squares or the floating green triangles aren't too bad once I have a thing to use them on.
Master Shelready, the tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
See that you do, Captain. You there, come forward. You aren't with the Dusksabers. A Telvanni master. Speak with her, Proxy.
Okay.
I expected to have Telrindis all to myself today, and you're certainly not one of Captain Zenfis's vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower?
I'm Velyn Nethari. We heard the place was abandoned.
Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrindis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusksabers, and it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrindis well protected, as my mercenaries can testify.
Meln the Mouthless.
Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. Now, why are you really here?
Should I lie to her? Maybe. Like you surmised, we're here to scavenge whatever can be found from the abandoned tower.
A capable adventurer might be just what I need. The wards of Telrindis are intended to keep out other Telvanni wizards, myself included. And since my Dusksabers are stymied, I have a proposition for you.
What kind of proposition?
Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement?
We'll find a way into the tower.
I suggest you begin with the old Telrindis Hall, to the southwest of this camp. Captain Zenfis reports that his Dusksabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while.
Have you seen hidden kindred cultists here, or a Dremora named Torvasad?
There are no cultists here. Only my Dusk-Sabers, and the defenders Meln the Mouthless left behind. But I am curious about how you are acquainted with Torvasad. Where did you encounter him?
Torvasad worked with a hidden kindred to steal a relic from the Necrom Necropolis. You know him?
In some quarters it's impolite to ask about such things. I'm a Telvanni master. I know many Dremora. My dealings with them are not your concern. But if you must know, I had no part in whatever happened in Necrom.
Tell me a little more about yourself.
An appeal to my vanity. How charming and clever. We Telvanni think highly of ourselves and enjoy sharing. I'm an accomplished mage, as you might guess, and I have more than earned the right to wear a master's hood. In fact, I should be a magister.
A magister?
The next rank up in the house, which will allow me to challenge the Archmagister. I expect to be awarded the rank soon enough. Now, don't you have a tower to break into?
You're working with vampires?
The Dusk-Sabers. They're mercenaries, Fla. Efficient, capable, and rather expensive. But I believe in hiring the very best. No need to worry. They won't bite anyone, unless I pay them to.
Okay, goodbye.
That Telvanni bears watching. But the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in.
Okay, then. What's your deal?
If you see any Dusk-Sabers in the Old Hall, tell them Master Shelrini grows impatient. Whatever delays their progress, they need to deal with it quickly.
It's a very Redoran accent you got there. Ooh, iron ore. Go to Telrinda's Hall. Okay. Dusk-Saber Mercs. As instructed, I mustered a company of Dusk-Sabers and established a camp at Telrindis. We soon discovered the missing Magister's defenses are still active and quite dangerous. We can't take 3 steps in this place without attracting the attention of angry Atronax. A quick survey revealed. Magister's Tower, sealed. Stables, ruined. Servant quarters, nothing of interest. Old Hall, protected by a strange ward. Refectory, guarded by Atronax, now clear. Guest quarters, guarded by Atronax. There is no point continuing our efforts until Master Shelrini arrives. I have no doubt she will be displeased. That's Captain Zinfus. I love the Telvanni towers, I gotta say. They look so cozy and awesome. Manganese.
A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade. Not easy to do to a Dusk-Saber.
Melon's to-do list. 1. Add more summoning circles in the courtyard. 2. Servants could be spies. Dismiss them. 3. The door leading to the portal in Telrinda's Hall is sealed with a ward of my own creations, a destructive resonance. Dispel switch deactivates the ward. Remember, it's disguised. Use ghost sight lens before touching anything. 4. Banish the cook. I know she plans to poison me. 5. Encrypt book. Hide it. Encrypt and hide it. I can't trust anyone. He's a bit paranoid, isn't he?
I thought we had little to fear from old tricks and traps. But look what happened to my comrade. Dead as the last swit who stepped out of line across the Dusk Sabers. Speaking of, who are you and what are you doing here?
Master Shelrini sent us to help open a path into the tower. Tell me what happened here.
Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note.
Strange lens? What does it do?
Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shelrini sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
I'll see if we can figure out how to dispel the ward.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy.
Okay.
Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
I assume that's it?
The ward is gone. Master Shelrini must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy.
You don't have to backseat me so much, you know. Why did Hermaeus Mora have you here with me again? I forget.
This portal should take us to the tower.
Okay, then. Well, here we are. Conundrum.
We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy.
That Atronak looks very angry. Whatever.
The current of fate shall revitalize you.
Let's melt this little bastard. So there's no local map here. What the fuck? Oh. Are those traps or what? Oh, yes it is. Ah, understood. Those mushrooms are terrible.
Dare enter the Tower of Mel, Magister of the Telephony? Turn back or be destroyed!
He sounds like a lovely guy.
Ignore it and keep going, Proxy.
Up to the middle floor we go. I miss Neloth. Flame Atronach and an air Atronach. Okay.
That thief and liar shall ready barrow. Provoke me at your own risk, intruder.
Interesting. The spirit seems aware of Master Shelreni's attempt to access the tower.
Well, I kind of like how this plays. So I build up... Oh, hey, hello, Azure Arc. So I build up that sort of... those arcs or whatever. What are they called? I forget what they're called. So I build up Crux. And then I can spin it all in that one Kamehameha wave. I see. It's going all right. We're getting into Necrom here. Knowledge Eater. Sadrith Mora formal attire. Swaying skeleton body art? If I apply that. Doesn't seem to do much. Right now, we're venturing through the tower of a Telvanni mage named Meln the Mouthless.
As if murdering me wasn't insult enough. Now she sends you to steal my book.
Is this spirit actually Meln the Mouthless? Perhaps he is the thread that led us here.
Maybe. And we're working for Hermaeus Mora. But we're the good guys, apparently.
The fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni. Or we could have a nice chat and discuss this like civilized people.
You know, I prefer that.
Reasonable request. Speak to the spirit, Proxy.
Hello.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shareni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my tower.
Master Shareni murdered you? Why?
Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shareni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession.
Fun fact, by the way, this is perfectly acceptable in Telvanni culture. In fact, that's probably the expected way to gain ranks. They have a very particular sort of thing going on. If you were dead, what stopped her from stealing this possession of yours?
Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well, until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now.
Ooh, a black book, huh?
The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the black books, she can tell you more. Shareni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book.
What are you asking, Meln?
Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her, and I'll find a way to reward you.
I need to discuss this with Laramil.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
I knew a Telvanni master would be formidable. Come, Proxy. We have plans to make.
Well, that's disappointing.
The threads of fate here are tied to 3 things. Master Shel Reni, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black Books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm.
Tell me more about the Black Books, even though I know quite a bit about them.
Black Books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha.
How many Black Books are there?
That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of Black Books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye.
So what now?
We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shel Reni's grasp, and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here, there might be proof of Shel Reni's villainy.
Okay, then. Hello, Shadow Jean. How are you? Ooh, an empty soul gem. Nice. Another one. Well, here's his corpse. House Rendi's signet ring and Meln's remains.
The body of Meln the Mouthless. It is clear he was murdered at this very spot.
Okay. Why go up here, though? Nothing interesting? Yeah. Magister Meln Rendis, at the instruction of Shel Reni Baro, Master of Tel Baro, I send this letter directly to you, as you still have not appointed a mouth to handle your day-to-day affairs. Master Shel Reni requests an audience with you at your tower, Tel Rendis, to take place tomorrow at first light. At this time, she shall present her proposal for finally putting an end to the animosity that has clouded your interactions these past few years. She wishes to prove to you that her intentions are well in keeping with the long-standing traditions of House Telvanni, that she deserves to be awarded the rank of Magister, and would seek your support in that matter. Well, I guess she's technically not lying there. Okay. Finally, she would like the opportunity to negotiate a trade or purchase for an item in your possession. An ancient tome titled The Tormenting Eye. It is of no use to you, but of great importance to Master Shel Reni. She will arrive at your tower tomorrow morning to conclude this business. Vabdru, mouth of Master Shel Reni Baro, the assembly of Masters at Al Isra. Okay.
That letter from Master Shel Reni's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln was murdered.
He honestly should have seen that coming. Maybe he was a bit too trustworthy. That is why he didn't trusting. That's why he didn't appoint a mouth. Ladamil the Wise. Hello.
Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shel Reni has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book.
You said you know what we need to do?
To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shel Reni, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shelreni's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach her.
You aren't coming?
No. Here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the threat against Apocrypha.
What do I do after I locate Master Shelreni?
Master Shelreni has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shelreni's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called Telvara.
What can you tell me about Old Isra?
The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra.
Why don't the Telvanni Masters attend their own assembly?
The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them. And they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. The fate that befell Meln is not an uncommon one. This portal leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin play havoc with portal magic.
What the fuck is that thing? To Old Isra we go. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? That beam is a very powerful ability, huh? Oh, so this is Old Isra, and it's just a bunch of Telvanni towers. I see.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
You again?
Spellwright Moran, the necropolis in Necrom has been closed. I thought you might find that interesting.
What do I care about the necropolis? Don't return until you've found that blasted tome. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. I must have just missed it. Perfectly clear, Spellwright. Right away.
These seem to be towers wrapped in mushrooms rather than mushroom towers. But, yeah, what do I know?
My master wants you to convey this message to Master Shelreni. The Assembly will not tolerate threats or coercion.
These rumors disturb the other masters. Shelreni must moderate her ambition before the Assembly takes action.
I will relay your concerns to Master Shelreni.
Hello, Vabdru. How are you?
Forget what you heard, stranger. Master Shelreni cares not what the other masters think of her, or how difficult she makes things for me. So, what brings you to Telvara, the Tower of the Telvanni Mouths?
I need to talk to Master Shelreni. Know where I can find her?
Master Shelreni never comes to Aldisra. Telvanni masters rarely do. I expect she is at her tower Tel Baro, but I would be a poor mouth indeed if I let you pester her at home without asking what business you have with her.
Master Shelrini took a gem from Telrindis. I need it back.
Master Shelrini never returns anything she takes. But if you are willing to scratch behind my ear, I'll scratch behind yours. Serving Master Shelrini has become difficult. I would prefer to find another role in Aldithra.
You want me to help you find another job?
Oh, I already have the perfect position in mind. I just need to show them that I'm the best candidate. Your part
Mythic
is
Mark, thank you so much for the follow.
Gather some papers from the servants' quarters, bring them back here, and leave them on Malt Delvy's desk. Discreetly, of course.
Which papers and where are the servants' quarters?
The papers contain sensitive information. Letters found by a valet and my employee. The servants' quarters are in a small tower to the north. The papers are stashed on the upper floor. Bring them back and leave them on Mouth Delvy's desk. Simple, yes?
I wasn't paying attention. What exactly does a mouth do?
We tend to the affairs of the Assembly on behalf of the masters we represent. Master Shelrini is far too important to waste her time in matters of house business. All the masters are. So we mouths make sure routine matters never trouble them.
Do you let everyone who asks get to see Master Shelrini?
A better question is, do I think you are an assassin? Or do I even care? If you aren't, there's no danger. If you are, well, Master Shelrini can protect herself. Beyond that, I'm not sure my master and I are still on the same path.
Well, goodbye then. Okay. An old Isragard, huh? Into the servants' quarters we go. Take the sheaf of papers. Okay. Yoink. Leave the papers on Mouth Delvy's desk, huh? There you go.
Well done. And Master Shelrini always says good help is hard to find. I see you found the papers and placed them on the correct desk. And my paws are clean in this matter. Thank you. Now it's just a matter of waiting for Mount Delvy to resign. Then I can swoop in and claim the position.
What exactly was in those papers?
The less said, the better for both of us. Suffice it to say, you helped me secure a new position in accordance with the time-honored traditions of House Delvani. With my business behind us, we can see to yours.
So how do I gain access to Tel Baro?
Take the Tel Baro insignia from my office. You'll need it to unlock the wards. Otherwise, you'll never get through the cavern to reach the tower. Master Shelrini takes security quite seriously. Now, if you'll excuse me, a mouth's work is never done.
I'll get that insignia now.
My office is through the north door and the insignia is behind my desk. Use it to unlock the wards in the cavern, or you'll never reach the tower. Tel Barrow is hard to find. Look for the cavern of the tower east of Old Isra. The tower is inside.
Alrighty then. Oh, models of the Dunmerry Great Houses.
Looks like Mount Elvis left some incriminating documents on their desk for anyone to see. How foolish of them.
By Velyn Girith. To my son, whose inability to remember even these simple facts embarrasses our family at every opportunity. This is to inform you of the words of the great houses of Vardenfell. Of the words the great houses of Vardenfell live and breathe by, and the saints they hold as their patrons, representative of their goals and motives. If you ever again confuse the Halalu and Drez merchant nobles with whom we trade, I will disown you 3 and 10 times. And once again to make the deed final and eternal. House Redoran. A Redoran warrior. A Redoran is a warrior whose first duty is to the tribunal, second to House Redoran, and third to the family and clan. Saint Nerevar the captain is the patron saint of House Redoran. House Indoril. Justice knows no sleep, Indoril shall order, and the temple shall judge. Saint Ohms the Just is the patron saint of House Indoril. Interesting. I thought Nerevar Indoril would be the patron saint, but whatever. House Lalu. To trade fairly and freely is to honor the 3. Saint Veloth the Pilgrim is the patron saint of House Lalu. House Drez. To spread culture and truth to the benighted. This is our commitment and burden. Those guys are slavers. Saint Lothus the Pious is the patron saint of House Drez. House Telvanni. The forceful expression of will gives true honor to the ancestors. Saint Voorhis the Immorlant is the patron saint of House Telvanni. You will likely not note the lack of an inscribed motto to the 6th house, the Shadow House, House Dagoth. That is because that house is extinct, destroyed at the Battle of Red Mountain. Or so we think. Oh, wait. Oh, so there's 5 houses, okay. After which, the remaining houses built the temple to the tribunal. If you ever mention this house in polite company, I will disown you. You will note that twice now I have threatened to disown you. This is because my hands are not so black as Mephala's or Lord Vivek's. My heart is too weak to simply remove you from my family. Keep this text on you at all times, and let it shame you for every reference you make to it in your dealings with our nobility. Spare our lineage the greater shame of your own foolishness. May I never have to call you swit in public ever again. Switch in public again. Okay then. I'll take that as well. Thank you very much. So this is Vabdru's office. Okay. I'm actually interested in these. Ranks and titles of House Telvanni. A report created by the scholar Endun Riri for the court of Proxy Queen Alinor, High Elves. Okay. Greetings to the majesty of the court. I have been tasked by Pinewin, mage and advisor to the Aldmeri Dominion, to help explain and summarize the society of our cousins the Dunmer. Also known as the Dark Elves. The Dark Elves are broken into houses, all of whom have their own internal social organization. This report will deal almost exclusively with the Dark Elves of House Telvanni, who are the most socially stratified. Here within are the ranks of the House Telvanni. Slaves are not usually listed in the societal ranks as they are considered property. While most of the Dark Elf houses have abandoned this odious practice upon joining their Ebonheart Pact, House Telvanni considers slavery a tradition and an ownership a sign of status. Hirelings are the lowest of the recognized ranks, consisting of free individuals in direct employment of either a house of elf or a higher station. This rank includes mostly servants, scribes, and mercenaries. Hirelings may be added and dismissed at will, can be any of the peoples of the Tamriel, and are generally treated as disposable pawns by the conniving Telvanni. Families of hirelings are independent and not considered to be officially part of the house. Retainers are hirelings who have earned official acceptance in the household of their employer. They have more permanent assignments and lodgings, and answer directly to Telvanni Oathmen. Retainers may marry with the permission of their house, and tend to marry within their class. Children of retainers are considered retainers as well. Oathmen is a term applied to all genders. Oathmen make up the bulk of any Telvanni household. Other houses also utilize the ranks of hirelings, retainers, and oathmen, but the Telvanni to stress the status more than others. Oathmen are allowed more freedom in their activities and are expected to take individual action in support of their house. Children of oathmen are also considered oathmen. Okay, so other houses do this. Alright. Lawmen, Spellwright, and Mouth are all specialized forms of oathmen. All three groups consider themselves superior to ordinary oathmen. Lawmen are guards, wardens, and other official representatives of the complicated Telvanni justice system. Spellwrights are middling powered mages, often apprentices assigned to their first great responsibilities. The Telvanni Mouth holds greater responsibilities as well as an elevated status. They serve more powerful mages, either wizards, masters, magisters, or the archmagister, and act as their public voice, representing them in most areas. They are called Mouth because they speak with their master's voice and keep the wheels of bureaucracy turning. As such, each wields great power on their master's behalf. Wizard signifies the first rank of true power in the house. Any Telvanni mage that achieves this level of status can set their eyes on greater prizes, including Master and Magister. Masters consist of noble mages of great power. Masters can sit on one or more of the ruling house's committees, including the Assembly of Masters or the prestigious Telvanni Council. Membership to the council is by invitation of the council itself. The Archmagister leads the council, and the group is responsible for dealing with major threats to the house and choosing a hortator in times of crisis. Hortators are rare and usually singular in nature. They can be found in all the Dark Elf houses, and are the highest non-magical rank within Telvanni society. Hortators are appointed in times of emergency and granted wide-sweeping authority. Past hortators have included powerful warriors, talented oathmen, and even ordinators. Hortators serve as war leaders for only as long as the emergency lasts. The hortator outranks the masters, but masters can revert their power at any time. But the masters can. Okay. Magisters are the most powerful of the mages earning master's rank, whether through consensus or by otherwise convincing the other masters. A magister title indicates that the wizard in question is powerful enough to be considered the equal of the archmagister, or even their better when the time comes to make a challenge for the position. Archmagister is the official leader of House Telvanni, selected by the Telvanni Council. The current leader is Nelos Otheri, who wants nothing more than to be left alone to his studies. Most of the rest of the council shares his viewpoint, and as such his rule has not been challenged. As long as the dangers to House Telvanni are dealt with quickly, quietly, and by someone else, Otheri's rule will remain secure. Progress between the ranks is possible through effort. A limited number of available positions results in great competition for promotion, and often, lower-ranking Telvanni may conspire to remove their superiors, through politics or poison, in order to create opportunities for advancement. This last feature creates the opportunity for outside forces to use lower-ranked members of the House to cause disruptions and replace problematic leaders with someone more acceptable. Enterprising individuals could easily create situations where the House Telvanni could be weakened. I suggest further study in this area is warranted. I usually don't read those books, but I think House Telvanni and Dunmer as a whole are pretty fascinating. Oh boy. An unpleasant conversation with Mount Sarus today. She informed me that her master requires Master Shelrini to stop directing spies into scrying devices against her other house masters. I denied any such intrusions, but Mount Sarus brushed aside my protests. Second entry. More trouble. The Assembly of Masters is considering a new bylaw requiring members to disclose all bargains, compacts, and alliances with any people or entities outside of House Telvanni. I do not know how I will tell Master Shelrini the news. Third entry. As I feared, the new rule is designed to expose Master Shelrani's private dealings. I relayed her denials to my colleagues. Mouth Delvey then called for a vote of censure, which I could not deflect. Master Shelrani will not be pleased. I received more bills from Alavelis, the Dusk Sabers, and strange requests from someone who referred to himself only as Blight Crown. That's interesting. I will pay them, of course. Master Shelrani has granted me access to enough funds to cover these expenses. But what is she up to with these different endeavors? And why has she increased security to Telbado? The new wards that require a special insignia to unlock seem like overkill to me. Fifth entry. Still no response from Master Shelrini. I must give the Assembly some reply on her behalf, but what? They will accept no more denials or delays. She really is making my job more difficult with every passing day. At last, a reply from Master Shelrini of course. From Master Shelrini, of course. It is utterly impractical. She demands a formal hearing of her peers at Alt Isra. I fear she is planning to do something something terrible. But what am I to do? As her mouth, I must continue to do as she instructs and work toward her best interests. Oh, how I wish I was in league with any other masters at this point of time. Okay, then. Abdru, I must say I was disappointed by your last letter. A mouth must keep the politics of Al-Isra from interfering with their master's more important work. If I must address the frivolous concerns of my rivals, what purpose do you serve? If they continue to insist that I am in fact doing something wrong, which is impossible under Telvanni customs and traditions, then have them call for a conclave. Once that occurs, I will deal with my rivals once and for all. In the meantime, do better. If you disappoint me again, I'll skin you alive and turn you into a fur-lined cloak. Master Shelbani Baro. Huh. I see now why he didn't want to. I see now why he wanted to go elsewhere. I'm not reading all of these. But yeah, it's worth noting that the Dark Elves have a rather low opinion of the likes of Khajiit. Many are slaves to the Dark Elves. So are Argonians, in fact. And that is a contentious point throughout Elder Scrolls history. So I must go to Telbado. Alt Isla. Okay. So there are a ton of Telvanni towers throughout here. Okay, that makes sense. From here, Tel Dreloth, Tel Brindis, and Telbado is up there. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ew. With all these mushrooms out here, you'd think with all these poisonous mushrooms out here, you'd think Periite's servants were already owning the whole place. What is that, though?
Headed to Old Isra?
No. Well, I'm just coming from there, actually. Could kill that blah. Wait, what was that? Hair-down route. There it is. I really wonder what that place is. Seems like a dwarven ruin, actually. It is! Dwarven Scadab. Interesting. Oh, so those towers in Isra must have been dwarven. I see. Kemelze. Ah. Interesting. You know what? That could wait. I want to know what's going on with this dwarven ruin.
Brigands, scoundrels, fleshy constructs.
What's up?
You. Yes, you must help me. Kemelzi, sacred site of the tribunal, is under attack. The secret underground laboratory of Sothasil himself has been invaded. Overrun.
Slow down. What's going on exactly?
Kemelzi, where the magician himself studied among the dwarves, is under attack. The Painted Eye found Kemelzi despite all our secrecy. I left Nelfas Drathan to defend Sothasil's laboratory, since he's a clockwork apostle.
Who are the Painted Eye?
Mercenaries who steal magical items. Kemelzi holds dwarven technology and the magician's experiments. It's a banquet for their vile appetites. Please, talk to Nilfas Drathan and remove the Painted Eye from Kemelzi. The tribunal will reward you.
Let's see what I can do about the Painted Eye in Kemelzi.
You'll find the entrance to Kemelzi here. It may be difficult to spot, but the elevator should take you straight into the magician's laboratory. Nilfas Drathan will be there somewhere. Find him and rid the holy site of the Painted Eye.
Okay then. Who is Nilfas Drathan?
One of Sothasil's clockwork apostles. He's a little arrogant, but I think our time together has endeared me to him in his own way. He stopped looking down on me and instead began talking to me through notes and letters. Still, he's an odd one.
Odd how?
I don't want to say anything out of turn. I'm sure he has his reasons as well. But the things Nilfas says seem overzealous, even for an apostle.
Tell me about the Painted Eye.
A violent group. They take what they want and do what they want with what they take. I don't know why they stormed Kemelzi or even how they found out about it, but they started looting the outer laboratory as soon as they broke through the door.
What do they want in Kemelzi?
I'm not sure. I don't even think they knew. Usually organized violence has someone there to oversee it, right? When I fled the underground, I didn't notice anyone who was in charge. Seems strange to me.
You left Nilfas alone to deal with the Painted Eye?
He's not alone. Kemelzi is filled with dwarven machines, fabricants, and there's even a factotum who oversees all the security measures. Between the dwarven constructs and Sothasil's own mechanical creations, the Painted Eye should slow down.
Fabricants? Factotums?
Oh, yes, of course. Fabricants are being created by Sothasil of both metal and flesh. They're works of genius who populate the Clockwork City. Factotums are entirely mechanical,
and resemble large suits of armor. They talk too.
Yeah, who's Nilfas? Yeah.
One of Sothasil's clockwork apostles. He's a little arrogant.
What's a clockwork apostle?
The most devout of Sothasil's worshippers. They live almost exclusively in the Clockwork City. I heard they even cut off their own body parts and replaced them with mechanisms. Didn't believe that until I met Nilfas Draythin.
What's the Clockwork City?
Only the greatest achievement since the creation of all life. The magician's mechanical world. It's a marvel, a wonder. I've never actually been there or seen it. Truthfully, the city is hidden away, and none but the apostles know where it is.
How is Nilfas behaving oddly?
I don't want to say anything out of turn.
No,
I'm sure he has his reasons as well.
Can you tell me anything else about Camel Z?
Back in the First Era, before the Tribunal ascended to godliness, King Nerevar brokered an alliance with the dwarves. Dumak Dwarf King gifted Sothasil a wing of Camel Z as a sign of that alliance.
Does he still use it?
Oh no, he's much too busy. Now, most of Camel Z belongs to the remaining dwarven machines. Nilfas and I care for Sothasil's wing. Nilfas oversees Sothasil's experiments, and I keep thieves and miscreants from the doors. This is my fault.
What did Sothasil study in his wing?
Magics that are far beyond the scope of my understanding. Sometimes, the Telvanni masters try and access the wing to see what Sothasil studied, but we have defensive measures in place to keep them from seeing too much of his research.
Okay, goodbye. Well, I'm really curious about Camel Z. I guess the last dwarf would still be alive at this point, isn't he? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't he? Deviath fur and all that? Hello. Okay then. This place looks to be in ruins. That's enough of you. You! Cease! That's enough of that. It's a bit darker than the Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. So I guess this is sort of a halfway point between those and the Dwemer ruins of Morrowind. Which is nice. I wish they'd stick an aesthetic and stick to it, though. They'd find an aesthetic and stick to it. Enough of you. Oh, that's the way out. I see. You. Cease with this whole existing thing. I don't really like it with you. Down to Kimball's, here we go. Face my rune shurikens. Come on, really?
Poor factotum. A few missing components and you cease to function. A creature of flesh, but without the sign of the painted. Come here.
Hello.
I assume that fool Thorin sent you. Well, your presence isn't required. I am a clockwork apostle, and I have the situation here well in hand. If you'd be so kind as to vacate the premises, you can reassure Thorin that he has no need to worry.
You dealt with a painted eye already?
Currently dealing with... I'm activating the dwarven constructs. They're highly effective at frightening off any hostiles who come here. Really, this is standard procedure. I'm not even sure what that dithering fool was worried about.
Hello, Abake. Why would they make all this effort and then you get scared away?
Have you faced an homunculi? Whatever the painted eye are after, I doubt it's valuable enough to drive them to such bravery. Not when murderous dwarven machines spring from every wall.
You mean you don't know why the painted eye are here?
How could you possibly think I'd know something like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have sacred items to collect. Best not let any painted eye stragglers find Lord Set's world-altering projects. Give my regards to Thorin.
Wait, I have some questions.
I truly do not have the time for this. Fine. If it means you're less likely to poke your nose in matters where it doesn't belong, then I'll listen to your queries.
Thorin said you're a clockwork apostle.
I didn't replace my flesh out of curiosity. If you're wondering what one of Set's most devoted followers is doing here, I came to study his greatest machine and keep it protected, which is what you're keeping me from.
You did that to your arms on purpose?
Flesh is flawed. Why else would Set create a world of mechanical permanence? In the Clockwork City, my arms allowed me to access more research and study more mechanisms than you'll ever encounter.
What's the Clockwork City?
A world set apart from our own. Set, Sofa Seal, whatever name you call him by, created it. It's a place of machines where everything runs routinely and very little changes. I'd be surprised if you ever laid eyes on it.
What's a factotum?
That mechanism there. They were built to maintain the Clockwork City. Usually they stick to singular tasks, sweeping, maintenance, that sort of thing. This one is a prototype, one of the earlier models, which explains its poor condition.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. If I had to guess, the damage occurred during the Painted Eye's attack.
I don't have any other questions.
I'm locking this door behind me.
you can see yourself out.
Alert. Disruption. Danger. Repair construct. Stop the betrayer.
Well then. This is interesting. And somehow I don't think this Clockwork Apostle is all who he says to be. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the time and I really ought to get going. I gotta get to bed. It's very late. But yeah, let's see if there's anyone around to raid, shall we? Who else is here? There's Kaz, Octopimp, Burke Black. There's Boo the Bun. Let's go raid Boo the Bun. I haven't raided him in a little bit. Our raid message will be Roost Raid. Paste that in his chat and we'll be good to go. And thank you so much for sticking around with me. I'll explore more of Elder Scrolls Online Necrom later. But for now, I must retire. Why, thank you very much. Goodbye.